What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dinari. And before we get started with this another episode of the Young Bulls podcast, I just want to let y'all know and just let y'all know that y'all should go check out Kiritsu Clothing. Kiritsu Clothing, it's by my boy Zon, man. He's been doing good things and, making clothing, whatever. And he's coming out with some more, apparel coming out soon. But go check out Kiritsu Clothing. They have hoodies. They're about to have some shorts, some other things in stock. But, definitely his stuff is the wave. Go check it out. Go check out the website. Tell him that Dinari sent you. And that's Kiritsu Clothing. Without further ado, let's get started with this episode of the Young Bulls podcast. Peace. Yo, what's up? I'm Dinari. And if you're here, that means you're tuned into the Young Bulls podcast. Enjoy the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 16 of the Young Bulls podcast, man. Huge day here on the Young Bulls podcast. We got some returning guests here for joining me on the show today, man. So introduce yourselves.
This Big Bando, Broncos country, let's ride.
That's Brandon, certified Nuggets fan, only black Nuggets fan that I know. The guy in the Heat jersey at the bottom. Introduce yourself.
This big 99, bro. Not gonna hold you, bro. Every girl over the age of 18 hit me up on Snapchat.
Keep going, bro. Keep going, bro.
I think it's a black man at the bottom, bro.
All right. Quingo, say what's up to the people.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's Quingo.
All right, and last but not least, we got
J-Dog.
We got Jalen here. All right, so first order of business. Obviously, the finals wrapped up last night. One team won the finals. One team lost the finals. So let's get some thoughts on the finals. Brandon, since you're a Broncos fan and a Nuggets fan, go ahead and go first.
Right now, all I can say is I'm trying to figure out, which we all want to figure out, what Senai, the Heat fan, got to say, and then I'll say it, and then I'll talk afterwards. You can have it.
Senai, go ahead. What do you got to say as a Heat fan, man? How did the finals go for you?
And please take that goofy fedora off.
No, I'm in my period of platypus mode, right? So, listen.
Speak up a little bit, please.
Number one, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Okay. All right. They only won because of one person, Jokic. Listen, Jamal Murray, clearly, we all know what he got before the game from his girl. We all know what happened. Man was going stupid. This is what I'm going to say, bro. Listen, bro. Here's what I'm going to say, bro. Jimmy Butler, right, got us all the way to the third game in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then went ghost. And then Bam's not aggressive enough. And on top of that, Jokic is the most unguardable player in the league right now. No question about it, bro. There's not.
I got something to say, bro.
Okay.
Because when Jimmy went ghost, Bam stepped up. Let's be honest.
No, bro. Listen. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, bro.
He was playing better.
Okay, Bam was playing better, right? Bam was playing better because in the entire playoff series, nobody's been able to guard Bam besides Mitchell Robinson. Bam has cooked every other center he played. Right? He cooked Robert Williams. He cooked Al Horford. He cooked Vucevic when we played him in the play-in. He cooked Jokic. He was cooking, but Bam isn't aggressive enough, bro. When Bam gets the ball, he's not if you watch Bam when he gets the ball, bro, he's not looking at the basket, bro. He's trying to do a handoff or he's trying to do a screen. If he looks at the basket and he attacks, bro, nobody in the league can guard, bro. Nobody in the league.
Whoa.
Bro, nobody in the league
can guard Bam. If he firstly, he's really athletic. I'm not gonna lie. Bam low-key surprised me, especially some of his dunks, bro. He was low-key jumping out the gym on some of the plays,
yeah.
But nobody can guard him is insane. Bam, at the end of the day, he's 6'9", bro. I can name 5
in the league
can guard him.
Every center in the league, So when we played the Bucks, he cooked Brook Lopez.
No, he didn't.
Wait.
I have a question. He did not cook Brook Lopez.
Hold on. I have a question then. Senai, give me your top 5 centers right now in the league.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna do that.
We're gonna do that later. We're gonna do that later.
We're gonna do that after. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
because he's talking. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Up right
So right now, my thoughts on the game. My 3 biggest takeaways is Jimmy went ghost the whole series. He showed up 3 minutes into fourth quarter last night. He showed up for like 2 minutes, scored like 11 straight, and then somehow decided he had Aaron Gordon on, so he's gonna take a turnaround three. Like he's like the best. Like it made no sense. Like he should have went to the basket. Like all like 100%. And so I think Jamie wasn't being aggressive enough. Bam was being aggressive, but he could have been better. And I thought our defense was really good. I thought we played Jokic very well. Like I think we get like all like
Best you could.
the best you could. Like there's nothing you can do with somebody like that. So like, and then also Max Strus. Listen, as a starting guard, you cannot go scoreless in 2 games. It's like it's just like you can't do it. You can't do it in the finals and then win. Like you just can't. So like, I just think if those things would have happened, maybe had Tyler Hero, Gabe Vincent played it better. Like I think outside of game 2, I think anybody on the team played well. Arguably besides like Caleb Martin. Arguably played well.
All right. I could give my perspective.
Go ahead, Brandon.
First off, I personally think that this Heat didn't have a chance because across the board, they had height, better role players. Like, literally, it was a mismatch. Like, damn near every possession.
Okay, but we've been mismatched versus like every roster versus roster. We've been mismatched every single game we played in this playoffs. Every single game.
It was like
not against the Celtics.
It was like every time y'all would squeeze to get a win. Like every single win in the playoffs, y'all literally squeeze to get a win. You know that, right?
Okay, yeah, because we have to be we have to be on our A game to win every game because we don't have the talent. So when we're all on our A game, like we're beating teams. So that just makes us a better team. It makes us with a better coach.
But I'm saying I think
Spo outcoached Malone the whole series. Because
he what?
I think Spo outcoached Malone the whole series.
When was this?
Because bro, Mike Malone, bro, literally, like all he's telling his team is run up the court, keep the pace up. Like
no,
like bro, they didn't switch up any coverages.
Mike Malone is a good coach, but
he's a good coach.
Firstly, he's confident because he already knows that he doesn't have to coach as hard as he would like against the Lakers because y'all are outmatched. Like MPJ is like 6'8", 6'7", and Gabe Vincent is on him, bro.
MPJ hit 2 3.
Nah,
like
Gabe Vincent was
no, but like, do you see Gabe Vincent being switched onto this big dude? And MPJ wasn't even playing like he normally does. Like he was literally like slashing, bro.
No. He was because he couldn't make a shot.
No, because it's better because he's 6'9".
No.
6'3", 6'4".
Could not make a shot.
MPJ, okay, like one of the I think it was the first game he went 2 for 10, but after that he started slashing and started cooking y'all.
No, he didn't start. What he's doing, he's getting boards. Even though MPJ was
because Mike Malone is telling this man, remember you are 6'9". You're bigger than all of these niggas. You should be getting the ball.
That's not what MPJ does, bro. MPJ is 6'10" to shoot over people, bro.
No, but MPJ, okay, he's 6'10", but he still plays basketball, bro.
Yeah, we still. What I'm saying is,
I'm 6'10", no matter how well I can shoot, and there's someone who's 6'3", like you should be going up and finishing on him consistently.
Like he wasn't doing that all series. The reason why he was going to the basket was because he couldn't make a shot, bro. If his threes were falling, he wouldn't have gone to the basket. Like that's not his game ever, bro. That's just not when it's not your game, bro.
I think they made that his game because he's 6'9", bro. Like I don't understand. It just seems pretty simple.
6'9", 6'10", being 6'10" at the 3. You're oversized, probably, but like 90% of the forwards in the league. So how come he doesn't slash on everybody?
Yeah, but he didn't do this against the Lakers because the Lakers have height. Y'all don't have height, which is why Aaron Gordon and MPJ were taking advantage of their matchups.
No. Because we had to double Jokic and double Murray. Like you're bound to do something.
No, my whole point is just that it's just an easier look to let MPJ score on Gabe Vincent than it is to like make him be at one of the.
MPJ is soft, bro. He's soft. But here's what I'm saying, bro. I think, okay, like
hey, Senai, before you say anything, bro, can you take the hat off, bro? Throw me off, man.
What do you
mean? Can you take the hat off? No, Senai, can you take? All right, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Bro,
ahead.
send it to you, bro. Come on, bro. Don't be dissing my drip like that, bro. Dang, bro. Just because I don't wear high waters all day, don't mean I don't got drip, bro. Listen, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say, bro. Look how I'm flip the stats. Game 5. Hold on, wait.
Okay, here we go.
Because I remember the which color. I remember the
Bro, it was a mismatch across the board, bro.
yeah, of course
I
it
mean,
was
it's
mismatch.
just what did you expect, bro?
We weren't
That's what I'm
Bro,
like
I
saying.
think the
Yes.
word is mismatch. That's the word.
Bro,
Mismatch.
so now as soon as this man MPJ started slashing, bro, like it just finished, bro. Like
he was not slashing though. That's
yes,
what
he
I'm trying to
was.
tell
So
you,
if
bro.
No, you were. No, you were. He was shooting more than he was slashing.
He was
Oh my God.
shooting
bro,
the
he's
ball, bro.
MPJ, of course he shoots the ball. But I'm saying that when he was getting like crucial baskets, they were in the paint.
Because he could not. He was getting them off of rebounds. He was rebounding 100%. He was rebounding. He was boarding up, but he was not slashing. Like that's not his game. That would never be his game. You know, Aaron, bruh, listen. Aaron Gordon was scoring because of this, bro. Aaron Gordon scoring because of this. Because we have to stop Jokic somehow. So we try and double in post, blah blah blah. Aaron Gordon, like are we forgetting in 2016, 2017, this man has a top 5 bounce in the league right now. Aaron
Yeah,
Gordon
we
has
know
top
that.
5 bounce. So like all he's doing is slashing to the basket and Jokic is finding it. Like that
I don't know. I feel like
that's what it is, bro.
he was scoring because he's 6'8" and he's guarded by a 6'4" guard that he weighs like 40 more
No,
pounds.
he was scoring because they're doubling Jokic, and the only person that they can at least leave open to have a shot is him.
Bro,
Because
no.
everyone else, MPJ, you can't leave him open. KCP, you
I'm not
cannot
gonna
leave him
cap
open.
No, no, no.
So that's their
a lot
best
of
bet.
Aaron
That
Gordon's
is their
buckets.
best bet to
A lot of
help
Aaron
for the
Gordon's
double.
buckets were literally backing down Gabe Vincent and
No.
like Caleb Martin in the
It,
paint
it was
and
it,
like
it, was- it was most of them were
he cuts too, of course, because he can't shoot. So like yes, he cuts, but I feel like he wasn't really open. I feel like he was just
who
cooking
Aaron. What
y'all.
you said? Who Aaron Gordon or you said
You said
MPJ?
Gordon. You
Aaron
said
Gordon.
Gordon,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah, no. Gordon was definitely getting most of his points out of backdoor cuts. That's how everybody else, not named Jokic and Murray, are getting points. Either corner threes or backdoor cuts. Everybody, nobody else is coming off the dribble. Besides Yuri, Murray, and Jokic, bro. Like the one thing that absolutely fried me. Like this is how I knew. Like I don't know how we could win this game. Bro. They shot 38 for 84, right? They
Yeah.
shot 45% from the field.
Mhm.
Bro, they shot 18% from three. They shot 18% from three and had 15 turnovers, and we still lost. Like,
Y'all had just as bad a game.
no. I mean, they went 5 for 28. We for 9 for 34. So we hit more. Like they made more field goals, but they also
What
had
really messed you guys up, Loki, was the fourth quarter, bro, and the third quarter, bro.
no.
Jimmy and Bam were ice cold, bro.
Bro, because Jimmy, the thing that was making me mad was because he's not attacked. Like he get like I don't know what happened from the Celtics from the first game of the Celtics series to after that. I don't know when the world happened. I think they said like
Did he even drop 30 once this series? Like I was low key surprised with
I
that
don't
too.
even think he dropped
I don't
over
think he
20.
had 31 time.
I don't think he dropped over 25. I
Look,
think I
I
think
will
I
say
think
this. I will say I think Jimmy, he's not overrated, but I feel like a lot of people because of he's playing like out of his mind a couple games for like the first two or three series, like people like kind of like stooped him onto a pedestal that he was never on. But like Jimmy
Yeah,
was
I
never
agree.
ever.
but that's how it is every
Unless he's a
year.
clutch player, he's definitely a good player. Like he definitely was top two in playoff performances this year. You could argue he had the best honestly throughout the whole playoff series for series. But it's just like I don't know. I don't think Jimmy was ever gonna. I don't think he was ever gonna like be that. His game is so simple. Like he gets the same shots.
And
He
the thing
doesn't
is,
have a complex
he goes
game
right
where you
every
have to.
time. Like the thing that was making me mad was because the difference between the first, like I said, the first two games Celtics series, and the whole like from the third game Celtics series before, and then from after, like he's getting the ball off the screen, and like he wasn't shooting against the Nuggets. I don't know why. He was getting the ball off the screen and was looking to pass.
Aaron
Like
Gordon,
he's
bro.
looking for Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry. He's looking for Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson to score him the game-winning buckets. Like that's what fried me, bro. That's like that was like we can't win like that. And Bam is doing the same crap, and that's stuff that like that's blowing me because if Bam is getting the ball and facing up Jokic, he scores about 80% of the time. Like Jokic cannot guard Bam. It's just he just can't. Like he can't. Bam
I
is
don't
too
think Jokic
fast.
can really go anyone.
and Bam is too fast and too athletic for any center in the league. That's why I think if Bam gets the ball, bro, what, bro,
Bam is
what
too fast and athletic for any center in the league.
for
Anthony
most
Davis
centers, I
question
think, bro.
mark?
For most like if like I think the only couple people that can guard him is probably like Nick Claxton. I'm trying to think.
Embiid,
Uh,
Giannis,
no.
AD.
I said center, bro. I said
Yeah.
center, bro. I said center, bro. I said center, bro.
I mean, those are fours and
He's a
five.
center now.
He's
I
6'9".
said center. I don't know. We're not doing this.
Brooke
I said
Lopez
center.
as well. Brooke Lopez is also on that list.
He cooks Brooke Lopez.
He was not cooking Brooke
Is
Lopez.
Nick Claxton, probably Mitchell Robinson.
And AD,
That seems like
AD's
a good
listed
amount of
as a
centers.
center.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know about 80, bro.
80 is listed as a center, bro.
80 is definitely a forward, bro.
You don't know about AD.
80 is most definitely a
I
center.
don't know.
I
About
mean,
80.
he played the five for the Lakers like all year, so he's a
I
five.
mean, okay, like I give it to AD, like
He
okay,
is
fine.
he's a natural four, but
Okay,
he
whatever.
can't play
But
the five.
if you're telling me five out of the what starting 30, so
Way more than five. Xavier Tillman, add Xavier Tillman in there. Steven Adams,
All right, bro.
add him
Like
in
I
there.
don't know what to do with this guy, bro. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
What do you
Xavier
mean?
Tillman?
Bam
Xavier
has
Tillman.
never been like an elite
Xavier
scorer.
Tillman.
Bam has never been an elite scorer. I don't know why you're saying like there's no one that can guard.
Because
He's never
Hold
been
on,
an
hold on.
elite
Time
scorer.
out. Jalen, what are your thoughts on the game? Because we
Yeah,
got
come
first
on,
from everybody
Jalen.
else. But yeah, Jalen, what
You
are
hear
your
this guy?
thoughts?
We ain't hear nothing from you either, the host.
Bro,
But
You
Yeah,
go.
the-
I
You
had
go.
Miami winning. I had Miami winning the series. What happened? Well, in the most recent game was that Game 5.
Mhm.
It all came down to the fourth quarter, and MPJ and KCP hit 2 clutch threes closer to the end of the fourth quarter. And it really, after that, kind of the game kind of slipped away out of the Miami Heat's hand.
hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
And then Jimmy took that.
That corner three.
Jimmy took that horrendous shot off the wing. And after that, it was over from there.
They even gave this man Jimmy the foul for that.
Yeah,
They
for
still
that.
Yeah.
called it.
Yeah, that was insane, bro.
Hey, bro, it was a
That was
foul,
a
bro. It was a
horrible
foul, bro. It was a foul.
Not a. It was not. But I'll
They
say
try
my
to
thing.
they try to say his movement was unnatural, but Jimmy always kicks his leg up like that.
Yeah.
Especially if he's fading, he
Nah,
always kicks his leg up.
I mean
That's a natural
Jimmy,
movement.
Jimmy definitely kicks, but he definitely extended it more than he usually does.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
For
In the
me,
moment,
I
you're not
had-
thinking about that. When you're
Like
shooting the
bro,
ball, you're not
Kyle
thinking about
Lowry,
that.
like
You're
Kyle
just shooting the
Lowry,
ball.
his jump shot kicks a little bit, but I think Jimmy like kicked more than Kyle Lowry. It looked.
Oh yes, and Kyle Lowry actually stepped up in Game 5 too.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
Kyle Lowry
Lowry-
the whole series, bro, was Loki doing hella dirty work, bro. Like he was getting boards and stuff. I
Bro,
got
I think if you look at it, even like I think if you look at it from like a coach's standpoint, bro, like, bro, think about how many coverages we have to do. Think about how many offensive sets we have to like. Spo had so much. I think we played well in that, but like the key, like the biggest takeaway. Oh, by the way, Haywood Highsmith is a dog, bro. That's what I'm saying. But I think the key takeaways, bro, are they had 15 turnovers. They had 15 turnovers they had like 12 or like 4 turnovers, and somehow they're still winning the game. And they at one point they were like 2 for 20 from 3 at like halftime. They were like a team cannot be 2 for 20 from halftime from 3, and then have 12 turnovers and the game's tied. Like that can't happen. That just can't. Like I don't think the Nuggets played well that game series. I think because we played very well defensively, we gave them a lot of new looks. But like
I feel, oh,
like
my
I think we need we need a superstar, bro. Hey, Jalen, bro, hand over Bradley Beal, bro. I don't know what y'all are doing with that man, bro.
We
I'm
give
not
it to
gonna
him,
cap.
bro.
I low-key agree with you, bro. Like the Nuggets, y'all did not make them. I'm not gonna say y'all didn't make them work. Y'all definitely made them work. But like your offense was so bad. Y'all played great defense during the series. I
Yeah.
can't even lie. Even though they had the mismatches, like with the Lakers like let Jamal Murray basically run wild for like almost the whole series. Y'all definitely locked up Jamal Murray for most of the series. Like the blitzes were working on him, and
I
y'all
agree.
forced him to like turn the ball up to like someone else. But the big problem was your offense, bro. Y'all had so many open looks. Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, Max Strus. There's no way they shot over 30%. Any of them like during this series
Bro,
from 3.
like I said, bro, like it for guys like like I said, bro. I thought Kevin Love should have got more bump. I thought he should have got more minutes because like when he was out there, bro, he was hustling for boards. Like he won. Like I think the biggest thing, bro, with the Heat, bro, is we have like everybody on the team is a dog, bro. Like everybody on the team wants to win. Nobody cares about selfish basketball. Like I think players like Damian Lillard need to come here. Bradley Beal, if he's willing to adopt the mindset, bro, we'll take it, bro. I
He
think like,
doesn't look like he
I
wants to
think
leave Boston
think
to
he'd
the
be a
DC.
solid fit. I can't lie. I think he'd be
bro,
solid.
I don't know what like, bro. I want Bradley, bro. Damian Lillard, no BS, bro.
We can't allow that to happen. That wouldn't be right
If
for the sport.
Damian Lillard comes, because I think Damian Lillard would be like he's a scorer. Nah, he's a little bit of a liability defensively. But like so is Gabe Vincent, so is Kyle Lowry. Like it's kind of hard to find a starting point guard that's a great defender. Like
Yeah.
I think somebody like him. I would even take like a John Wall if he's able to stay
What about
healthy.
Fred Van Fleet? You know Fred Van Fleet, like he's a free agent.
He's on the market
Hold
too.
on. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna talk about that later when we talk about like the off season and stuff like that. But before we even go further, I wanted to give my takes on the series.
Yeah, I want to hear
Obviously-
your thoughts, Denari.
Okay,
You had
thanks,
Heat
Jalen.
in 7, right? Heat in 6.
I had the Heat in 7. I had the Heat in 7. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I had the Heat in 7. I thought Butler was gonna turn up last night.
yeah.
That didn't happen. I thought the Heat were gonna come out with a more sense of urgency. They kind of did, but they just let it slip away. I feel like the big thing about the Heat was there was like a moment in like the fourth quarter where like both the Heat and the Nuggets could not buy a bucket to save their life, and they kept on like missing and stuff like that. But when the Nuggets started making that shots, the Heat couldn't capitalize on that. So I feel like that was a big thing too. I don't know why they put Tyler Hero as questionable. I mean, they weren't going to give him any minutes.
To scare them or something, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Like anybody's gonna be scared of Tyler Hero. No offense, I'm just
Whoa,
being
whoa,
honest.
whoa, buddy.
Continue on, Denari.
I don't
Continue
know
on,
what
Denari.
you're talking about. I don't know
All
what
right.
basketball you're
They
talking
could have used Tyler Hero.
They could have,
Could have?
but I don't think that wouldn't have
Bro,
changed the
Tyler
outcome.
Hero would have changed the series, bro. No
Okay,
question.
now don't. Okay.
Tyler
Sanai,
Hero would have changed the series.
Sanai,
Tyler
as
Hero
a,
would've-
I'm not a Heat
Yes,
fan, but
but-
I watched the Heat like a good amount of the year, like especially when Bam and Jimmy both came back, because I had them on the parlays. And this man Tyler Hero, his shooting percentages are so up and down, and he's just so up and down as a player. I don't know if he's changing that much.
Hero would have probably made this series go to 6, but the Nuggets still would have won the series.
No, you want to
He
know why
might get
Tyler
them
Hero?
swept for all you know.
You want to know why Tyler Hero would have changed the series, bro? Here's what I'm gonna tell you.
Why?
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. First of all, Tyler Hero. The one thing where we were missing, especially you can see in that series, bro, like Denard said, bro, scoring, right?
Mhm.
But we're not missing we're missing some open shots. Like I think we should have hit our open shots 100%. But the biggest lack that we had was lack of creating offense. Nobody I love Jimmy, bro. I swear, Jimmy top 10 shooting guard in the league right now. He can't create offense. Like he killed the Bucks, killed them. But I think that was pure up here, and but I don't he's not a scorer. Like Jimmy Butler's not a scorer, bro. He's not somebody who can tween, cross, three off the screen. Like he's not, bro. Tyler Hero is that guy, bro.
No disrespect to Jimmy, but yeah, he has no bag, bro. That's definitely a problem. Like
Yeah, he doesn't have the bag,
I'm
but
sorry, like his game is so simple that it's so easy to shut him down if you put like a competent defender on him, because he really shoots from the same spots on the court. He's not really going to get you with a move, and he's just going to do a pump fake and a try. He has a really good pump fake though. He's going to do a pump fake and just try to get to the free throw line. And I agree with you. Like Jimmy, I won't say he can't create offense. I will say when Jimmy is on, he brings all the double teams and usually gets a teammate open. But y'all definitely need someone who can penetrate.
Everybody double teams Jimmy when we played. They double team Jimmy.
Nah, I didn't really see them do too much doubling on
off
him.
the screen. When he comes off the screen, they try and double him, But the thing is that was pissing me off was that, bro, it was 89-91, bro. First of all, that turnover he threw to KCP was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. In a game, was it 89? No, it was 89-89, right? I think it was.
I think it was
And
89,
KCP
right?
missed the layup, and Bruce Brown came up with a putback.
Okay, that putback, that reminded me of the Derek White in Game 6, bro. because like our sideline defense is horrible. Like we have to account for everybody on the court. That's the only, we weren't accounting for everybody on the court. That was the problem, bro. That's why they're like the inbounder is like I think in any team, bro, late game situation, bro. If you're an inbounder, bro, like you should go and look to try and get a putback against Heat because like nobody's accounting for them, bro. And that's the thing that frustrates me because like that shouldn't have happened. Jimmy Butler shouldn't have thrown that. Stevie, bro, I don't know what he was doing, and then he comes back and then shoots that fade three in the bro. I didn't even want to hear the presser, bro. I didn't even know if he had. I don't know if he had an interview after, bro. I was not listening to it. No way I was listening to it, bro. That's why I think, bro. Like, man, bro. But no, I told you, bro. I can't do this, bro. I'm too emotional right now, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. When Jimmy
Great
was getting
concept.
emotional, I saw a clip of Jimmy crying, bro. I started chuckling, bro. And listen, I was not praying on the man's downfall. It's just you have to understand. People call this what they call this the power of friendship run. Like it was just too funny, bro.
Tomfoolery. Yeah.
It was just too funny, bro.
The word of Lakers, bro.
Jimmy the Frog Butler.
Here we go.
The word of Lakers.
The Lakers are a big difference. They
Hey,
were the
yeah, because
7th.
you guys got swept.
You were the
and
7th.
we-
Oh, what seed were you guys again?
They
No,
were
the
eighth. They were.
You shouldn't have been the 8th. The reason you were the 8th was because you were mid all year, and that's a fact. You were mid all year. I literally watched the Orlando Magic embarrass y'all several nights.
We
Powell
won.
dropped 30.
First of all, did you talk about that shot when Jimmy hit to go to the game in overtime? What are you saying, bro?
What are we talking about? I'm explaining. I'm explaining
Okay,
that.
okay. We may have been mid. We may have been mid.
41 and 41.
We may have been mid. Excuse my French. Y'all were ass. Y'all were horrible.
Hey,
All
the bad.
year. All year.
So you would have beat the Warriors in 6? No, you wouldn't
You guys
have.
would have beat the Celtics.
You wouldn't have beaten any of the teams that the Lakers played.
Okay, you would have beat the Bucks in 5.
No question. The Lakers are a way better matchup.
No. Oh.
And also, y'all, you're acting like you played a healthy Bucks, bro. You didn't even play the healthy Bucks.
We didn't play healthy either, buddy. What are you saying?
Bro, they are literally this man Giannis is literally peg leg, limping all over the.
We didn't have Tyler Hero the whole series. Okay,
Tyler Hero. You had Tyler Hero during the regular season, and we're 41 and 41.
Bro, because nobody cared about that, bro. Like nobody cared.
Tyler Hero's
we literally
that's
don't
when
care.
you're pulling off your bench.
I'm sorry that we don't go hard in the regular season, but we make it to the finals. I'm so sorry that we don't go absolutely stupid and like it doesn't matter, bro. It does not matter, bro.
If anything, the Lakers can argue that they had a harder path to even get to the Western Conference Finals.
Next subject, Dinari.
So who are the defending champs? The Warriors or the Bucks?
Cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
Who are the defending champs? The Warriors or the Bucks?
All right, next topic. So we talked about the finals. We talked about the finals as a whole, and now let's just specifically talk about Jimmy Butler's performance. So tonight, yeah,
horrible. Like on paper, I'm looking at the stats here, and then, bro, he averaged 21.6 in the final.
What was his efficiency?
Wait, you talking about this series?
Yes.
Yeah.
This series he averaged 17.6.
So why am I looking at?
My King LeBron.
Your King LeBron's not in the finals, Quinn.
Oh, he has 4 of those.
Okay, my fault, bro. And Jordan has how many?
Oh my gosh, bro. We're not talking about Jordan Gamble here, but next subject.
Yeah, why are we talking about George Drucker right now, bro?
I'm just asking you, bro. Okay. So this is what
Jordan
he had.
Bloodshot Eyes.
This is what he had. So Jimmy Butler had this, bro. Jimmy Butler had 13 game 1, game 2 21, 28, 25, 21. So like to me at least it did not feel like he had. Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Last game, he had 21 points, but he shot 5 for 18.
Yeah, none of those games are over 50%.
Game 4 he shot 53%. He shot 9 for 17. He shot 11 for 24 in game 3 on 46%. Here's what I'm saying, bro. Jimmy Butler cannot shoot 17 shots, bro. He can't go.
PU.
Okay, y'all got swept. Like, what are you saying? You guys got swept.
The Lakers are a far better team than Miami, bro.
But you okay? I can't read the camp.
The difference is Jimmy Butler is in his prime, and LeBron is like this
What
man
are
is
you
like a couple years
saying?
away from retirement.
Wait, I'm so confused.
All
Okay,
right,
but like, what is that?
Jalen. Hold on. Jalen, what do you got to say about Jimmy Butler's performance, man? What do you got to say about Jimmy Butler's performance?
Oh, I said what I had to say. He averaged 17.6 this series. He disappeared, man. He disappeared.
Listen,
But again, too. Even though like he wasn't scoring, the rest of his team wasn't scoring well either. Bro. They were not hitting threes. They were missing like a bunch of like 5-6 foot shots. Him and Bam were just missing a bunch of like 5-6 foot shots. It was bad.
Brandon, what you got to say, man? What do you got to say about Jimmy Butler's performance?
I'm saying the same thing that everybody's saying, man. He was just a no-show, and then the team just didn't help. Like, didn't help.
I mean, like, listen, bro.
At
Here's
all.
what I'm saying, bro.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like as a whole, bro, it was just like outmatched. That's all I can say. Better
Okay,
role players, bro.
we were
Better height.
outmatched. Okay, but we were outmatched by every
Like,
single.
I'm sorry,
Hold
but
on.
Max Strus. No. Watch out. Hold on.
Go ahead,
Max Strus, bro. You even said it earlier, bro. Come on now, donuts, bro. In a final series, bro. Donuts, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he did have 0.
Come
That
on,
was
bro.
bad.
Hey, Gary Vincent, bro.
Oh, hello. I know
Who's your
Fango
bigs
and
again?
Adam
No, I
left my
have a
series
question.
not talking right now. When D'Angelo Russell averaged more turnovers than points against the Nuggets, bro. So what do you want to say,
D'Angelo
dog?
Russell is light years ahead of Max Strus still.
D'Angelo Russell was actually getting
Talk about light
cut
years.
immediately.
Senai.
Yeah,
I think
he's not
we
getting
need to
cut.
come to the point. I think we need to say, go ahead, Brandon. What were you saying?
Listen, what's the
You
goal?
getting off topic here.
I wanna know like who's your bigs. Go ahead and tell me who's your bigs. Because
Are we doing
that's
a
what I'm
top
saying. There
5
was
pick?
lack of height. It's not.
We
I'm
doing
not
it?
going to sit here, even though we're talking about Jimmy now, like his performance. But like what I can say is, bro, I can't just blame it all on Jimmy. Like he did lead them there, and yes, he was supposed to stay consistent in order to get, but it was still like a no show from him, no show from the rest of his team.
Listen, can I say something?
I only give like a clap
I
of a
will
hand
say,
to
I
Bam
will say,
Adebayo, bro.
I was
That's
wrong. Like, what did I say about the Heat tonight? I forgot what I said. I said that y'all were not gonna. I didn't see y'all. Whatever I said, it was basically to the extent of like I didn't see y'all making it past the first round. So like, I definitely was wrong right there. But I will say this is like who the Heat. The Heat I feel like have always been the same team. Like even through the playoffs, they were just shooting extraordinarily well and like hiding it. Like they shot like 50% from three for like several series, and like a lot of people are saying like they shouldn't have been doing this in the first place with the undrafted roster, and I don't know if that's true, but I personally feel like the Heat have just always been the same team. Like they've always had the same problems. Like all year they had a scoring issue
And can I
sometimes.
also add, like, let's talk about the altitude, please. Like,
Yeah.
they did.
God.
No book,
It doesn't
no BS,
mean
no
anything.
BS. Watch this. Y'all instead of winning the Celtics series like y'all were supposed to and get it over with, that gives you time and rest. Nah, y'all wanted to carry it all the way to Game 7, right?
Yeah, we did it on
Carry it
purpose,
all
bro.
the way
We
to
did it on
Game
purpose,
7,
bro.
They
and
didn't
then
We
go
did it on
all the way
purpose.
to
We did it on
Denver.
purpose.
That was no help at all.
We did it
Hey,
on
W
purpose.
script. Let's give it up for W script though, because hey, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I don't know.
It
I
was,
wouldn't
it
say
was,
anything
it was
about the
over,
altitude.
bro.
I don't
It was
think the
over.
altitude was really affecting that
No,
much.
it plays. No.
We
PG
won game
said.
2.
Paul George said on the podcast episode, he was basically said that like the altitude in Denver and Utah, like that plays like a huge role. That gives him like
And plus,
the teams
didn't
there
Charles
like an
Barkley,
advantage.
my fault, even though Charles Barkley is like old, bro, didn't he have to like wear a whole like oxygen tank or
Yes,
something like that, bro?
yes,
Like, come on now.
But
yes.
I feel like a lot of like athletes really train with like incline and altitude like during the off season.
True,
So
but I
I
mean,
would
I mean, it's
like
not
it's
the
towards
same.
the end of the season, last series, like where it's like how long
Okay,
had this season been
okay.
going
It
on
plays a
for, bro?
factor, bro. It plays a
Like, their
factor.
body's tired, huh?
It plays a factor, but like, I'm not about to say like the
yeah,
altitude
not
like
that
had
good.
like had like
No, it's
a
not that
bigger.
bad, but
It probably had like a 5% like
Still an
difference, right?
advantage.
yeah, it's still an advantage.
It's an
Oh,
advantage, but
we're
like,
talking a lot about the Heat, and I feel like we should be talking about like the Nuggets.
What about the
Firstly,
Nuggets?
I wanna apologize to Nuggets fans. I said Lakers in 6, and honestly, I still believe that the Lakers they had enough firepower to win that
No,
series.
nope,
So the Lakers didn't have the firepower to win that series.
nope,
no. They
I
got
think they
swept.
did.
Did you
Did they
not see
nope,
see?
all the games? Yes, it was
yep,
a sweep, but like
yep.
all of these games came down to like really like crunch time. Like last 3 seconds or like one shot. Like
Okay,
I
outside of
still believe
Westbrook,
the Lakers definitely had firepower enough to win that series.
outside of Game 3, the Nuggets
I
didn't win.
believe that they got outcoached and outplayed because this man Darvin Ham, he did not do what the Heat did. He never blitzed Murray. They never blitzed Murray. They let Schroeder guard him in ISO.
Yeah, Lakers
I'm gonna
were
be
the better
honest though,
Okay,
coach
hold
Darvin
on,
last
hold
Ham
on,
is
year.
a
hold on,
horrible coach.
In the game they gave us work.
One thing I want to ask is because Murray has never been an All-Star in his career. Is Murray a top 5 point guard in the league?
Top
Right
five.
now,
Top 5, no.
No.
Okay,
Top 5, no.
Hold up. You have to make a top five. Like, off the top of my head, probably not.
Whoa.
Brandon, go ahead. Go ahead, Brandon.
Wait. Okay, sidetrack for just like 2 minutes. Right.
The centers thing? Are you asking about the centers?
No, not the center thing. We're talking about Jamal Murray now. So name your top 5 point guards right now.
like not in order though.
We always have Stephen Curry,
Yeah.
Okay, Luka.
Damian Lillard. Yes, Luka Doncic. Honestly, I have a healthy Kyrie Irving. A fully playing healthy Kyrie Irving. And let me think of one more. Honestly, this year, Darius Garland.
Kyrie and Luka both point guards.
You said Darius who?
Darius
Darius
Garland.
Garland.
Oh,
Yes.
I have a question. How are Kyrie and Luka both
SGA,
point guards?
But Darius Garland? What are we talking about?
How's Kyrie a point guard?
Okay, if not Darius Garland, Trae Young.
No, but I'm saying how are Kyrie
yeah, Kyrie's
and
not a
Luka
point guard.
both in this list for top 5 point guards?
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, why is Luka not a top 5 point guard?
No, I'm saying how are Kyrie and Luka both a point guard?
They just got on the same team. Was Kyrie not a point guard on the team he was at before?
I mean, because he's like the shortest man, but like I don't know if that's just natural.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Next subject. Please, Denari. Next subject. We're not going this again. We're not going this again. We're not going this
No,
again.
I feel like that doesn't make sense. You can't have.
Okay, bro. Just take out Kyrie because I wasn't even putting.
And Darius Garland, no disrespect, he is not better than Jamal Murray.
I said,
Yeah, I don't think.
okay, Trae Young then. Trae Young then.
Trae Young over Murray.
I don't know.
Yes.
I say no.
And don't say no. Stop.
I
Oh
say
my
no.
God.
Because you don't have to play. You don't have to play.
No, during the regular season, Trae Young, I'm recency biased. Trae Young was definitely better than Murray for the year. He definitely was.
I'm not sounding
And I
like
think
Kendrick.
Even though that's
all that regular season don't matter, bro.
That's
All
Luka.
that regular season don't matter, bro.
Hold
Hey,
on.
listen. It comes playoff time.
Luka,
Regular season definitely matters.
Damian Lillard, Trey, and then Murray. Who's the better point guard?
That's what I'm saying. 5. He is a top 5.
Yeah, I feel like Murray, if he's not like necessarily top 5, he has to be just out of it. Like he has to be like definitely around.
He's just out of it. I'll give you just out of it.
Bro,
He's definitely
why are
top
you
10.
fighting it so bad? Why just out of
definitely
it?
top 10.
Why are you tagging along with all the recency bias?
Yeah, nah, you can't say regular season.
Nuggets fan, of course.
Regular season does a lot of determination for how the playoff goes. So like you can't really say it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
like,
is true.
I wouldn't put Anthony Edwards there.
And if we going off regular season,
Is Ant not a
Jalen
shooting
Brunson
guard?
played better than regular.
Yeah,
And he's a
Jalen
shooting
Brunson.
guard.
Yo, fair enough.
Jalen Brunson played better than Murray in regular season.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson was better than Murray in the regular
Yeah,
season.
for sure. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But that's one. What's
Uh,
next?
I would say he's definitely like top 5 or borderline. Yeah.
I give him borderline. But there's a lot of recency bias.
My top 5 point
But he's a
guards-
great point. I'm not going to deny he's a great point guard.
Dinari, who's your top 5 though?
My top 5 point guards in the league, we got Steph, Dame. I'll say Trae Young. I'll say
Shay's a tough. Shay's a tough.
Shay's
I'll
a
say
shooting
Shea.
Did I not say Shea? I said SGA.
Is Shea not a shooting guard?
He's a point guard.
No. He's a
I thought he was
point
listed
guard.
as a shooting guard.
Shea. I mean, you could put Murray at the 5. I mean, that's interchangeable. Really. I feel like
No. If you put Shea there, like I would put Shea over Murray. And if you gonna do that, then I'll say
Senai,
Murray's
is Shea listed as a point guard or a shooting guard?
point.
point guard. Okay, fine. Look. Now Jamal Murray's borderline, bro. Like if you're gonna put,
I said that.
be quiet, bro. You didn't have Shea in there though. You didn't have Shea.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I just forgot. I was trying to go through the rosters, bro.
Listen, bro.
You said what?
John Morant before he was banging guns, bro. Yeah, I think he was.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about John Morant, but
Don't even.
not yet.
Oh that's we actually want to talk about that later. But my next question for y'all is, with this ring and the 2 MVPs already for Jokic, does this ring make Jokic top five argument for top 5 center of all time?
Like
I ain't
barely.
gonna lie,
No.
Staples last
Like
year.
No.
I don't think so.
Or top 10, top 10 at least.
We said
Yeah.
top 5.
He's
Wait,
I
probably
said
already
top.
top 10. He's probably already top 10.
I
Without
give him I give him top 10.
I give up. Okay, bro. Here's what I'm saying, bro. First of all, in my humble opinion, bro, he definitely should have won. I said it before, bro. He should have won MVP this year. They didn't want to give it to him because they didn't want him to have the triple MVP season.
Okay, can I
So
pause you right
it's
there?
cool.
Can I
no disrespect, but I think
can I
Embiid
get
is
wait? Can I get that
What?
same statement out of Denari right now? I'd like to hear it right now.
no Denari.
You're
Don't
not getting
backtrack.
that from
I feel
him. You're
like
not getting
don't
that from him.
backtrack on the Embiid as MVP.
Denari, I
Like
need to hear it,
Jokic,
Embiid,
the only reason Jokic was like more considered was because of his plus minus. That's the main reason people wanted to give him the MVP. But I think that this man Embiid, bro, like he was doing a lot of stuff that Jokic wasn't doing, like game winning shots that he had this season.
bro. Right.
That month where he was averaging like 40.
Okay,
I
but
don't.
No, let's talk about it.
I
He
think
was trying so much harder than you.
I think difference between Embiid and Jokic, bro. I think difference between Embiid and Jokic, bro. You double Embiid, bro, or you try and somehow stop him from scoring, like he's pretty much cooked.
Yeah, exactly. He's right.
If you can stop Embiid from scoring,
Who stopped
you
Embiid from scoring?
no,
Who
it's
is
hard.
If
I'm
you're
saying
doubling
I
him,
don't think it's
That does not happen.
Okay, it's like the same thing, bro. You can't stop Luka from scoring. You can't stop Giannis from scoring.
Yeah, you
No,
can. I
wait.
feel like some
Horford
players.
stopped Embiid. Horford did have Embiid locked up in
I mean,
the Celtics series.
okay. Like getting a guy for a couple plays that happens to everyone, but like stopping Embiid from playing his game, no one does that.
Embiid had like
Here's what
15
I'm trying to say,
in
bro.
game
Especially
7.
because he gets to the free throw line so often.
Listen,
All right,
here's
hold
what I'm
on.
trying to say.
Let's
Here's what
not
I'm trying to say, bro.
Let's not go.
Here's what I'm trying to say, bro. Jokic literally makes it's literally impossible to guard him.
Not true.
It's impossible to guard Jokic.
Can
It's
I say
impossible to stop Jokic from impacting the game, bro. It's impossible. Bro.
Did you watch how the Lakers played against the Nuggets in 2020?
Bro, 2020, bro. Like,
No.
talking about this year.
Because no, it's not just me. Like this is actually a valid point. Jokic has not faced any like the really good defensive bigs other than AD and Bam. I'll say that. But with the AD situation, AD's a 4. So like even though honestly I was team AD with that series. Like I was thinking AD
you
was
just
gonna
told
lock
me
him
you
up.
just told me AD was a center like earlier, bro. When I said
That
I
is
said he
true.
played a 5 all season, but his natural position is 4. When he was an MVP candidate, he was playing 4 for the
so
Pelicans.
what's the, so like what? All right, okay. So what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that well, not just me, but I feel like a lot of other people like agree with me that Jokic is not really facing the best competition in terms of like a natural 5 defensively. Like
Bro,
he got to
because-
play against Ayton.
You play everyone in the NBA. He plays everyone in the NBA, bro. He has played everyone in the NBA, bro.
Exactly.
He can't do anything.
Bro, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee had this man's number in 2020.
They're not.
Bro, he's one more
What?
Lakers comment away from
And
getting
not just
beaten,
that,
bro.
and not just that, like not, bro. I don't understand where this whole you can't guard Jokic. He's just gonna pass the ball.
No,
Bro,
that's
that's
not
not
true. Look.
Yes, you can.
Wait.
That's
So now
you
you
can say
worded
that
that
about
wrong.
anyone.
You listen. He's like you can't stop him from making an impact in the game, bro. The way
You can't.
You can't stop
And that's
Drake
hold
from
on.
impacting the game.
Hold on. Let me say
What
something.
are we talking about?
Let me say something. Coming from an Embiid supporter, you know I'm one of the biggest Embiid fans y'all know. I literally recorded this dude accepting his MVP trophy like that dude was my son. But let me say something. Wait,
Lob.
Hey,
Get off your knees.
He don't know you, bro.
Claude.
all right, but what I'm saying is this: what Jokic is doing on that Nuggets team, night in and night out, his impact on that team. If Jokic can't score, he's gonna find ways to get other players on the team to score. If Jokic can't, if obviously if he can't get a pass through, he's gonna find a way to take over. Either way, he's gonna find a way to affect the game. That's
And
what
I
makes
think-
Jokic.
I think that's what makes him. I think that's what gives him the edge over Embiid, especially because
Because like Embiid can. Oh yeah, Embiid can score. Embiid can score, no doubt. But you're not gonna see Embiid more than half the time when he gets the ball. If he gets doubled, either looking to pass, he's either gonna try to take a tough shot, or he's gonna flop or go for a foul with him. But when Jokic gets double teamed, that dude's doing this behind the backs, passes, all that stuff, bro, and he's helping his team win. And his team is champions.
and another thing, bro. Like I don't think it's talked about, bro. Jokic is so much more composed than Embiid, bro. Like you don't see Jokic crying up like Jokic's obviously gonna have an initial reaction, but you don't see him crying up and down about the refs. You don't see him saying this, saying that. You don't see him talking to Malone like this. Tell
Yes,
us
I
like,
do.
no, you don't, bro. No, you don't, bro.
Bruh.
You
What
don't
is
see.
this?
You,
What is this romanticism with Jokic and Luka? Literally, I
bro,
remember when everyone said the same thing about Luka, and then now no one likes Luka because all he does is cry at the
bro,
refs.
Lucas
I
one of my
saw
favorite
Jokic
players.
do the same thing.
Lucas
He
is
has
my
tantrums like every other player. What's
Yo,
his
bro.
First of all, I love
response?
literally,
Luca. I
Do
love
y'all
Luca.
do
He
y'all
was a
like
goat.
Jokic? Sanai, do you like Jokic? Do you
I
have
love
do you
Jokic.
have something for? Do you have a thing for Jokic?
like,
I told
like
you, bro.
yo,
I told the two players that play like
There's
are who,
nothing
bro.
wrong with that. Like, what's the
Loki,
problem? You have a thing
yeah,
for
Jokic,
LeBron,
and
right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to talk to the host right quick. I think a lot of this Jokic high is gonna come down next season because I'll give him his
I
props.
mean,
Like you
as it
definitely have to
should.
give him his flowers for what he's done like this postseason. But everyone is so high on Jokic. Y'all were just as high on Jimmy, and now look at Jimmy. Look at how
Who's high
people
on Jimmy?
are on Jimmy right now. Everyone was
But,
calling
but,
him
but, but as you
MVP
should,
for what he
like
was
that's
doing.
that's expected, bro. Like
no, because
It's
obviously
not
we don't
expected.
expect him to go back to back. Like, but
listen,
like we're
I'm
just
not
giving
saying
him
they
his
should go
props.
back to back. What I'm saying here is just like the romanticism, like y'all are like lusting after this man. Like his game
hold
is
on.
he
Giving
does not have a
props. Like,
perfect
that's
game, bro.
it.
Hold on,
Jokic by
hold on.
no means has a perfect game.
Imagine,
He is
imagine
still
if
a
LeBron made
lackluster
it.
defender. He is
Hey,
still a
well,
lackluster defender.
Brandon, I got it.
When defended, no,
lackluster.
yes, he's a lackluster defender.
Well, it's debatable. It's debatable. It's debatable.
No,
That's not
No,
a
no, no.
debate. Did you see what Bam did to him?
bro. Because but I told you earlier, Bam would cook like over 90% of centers in the
Every
league.
center that played Jokic was cooking him.
And B did have 40 and 20 on him. Yeah.
Okay,
Bruh,
80 had 40 and
Jokic
20,
is
right?
not
What did
the
he do the
next
game
center
after,
by
bro?
any measure, bro.
Hmm?
What did AD do the game after?
We don't care. We got better
Bruh.
ratings.
No, I said Embiid. I said Embiid, not AD.
We know Anthony Davis is his own enemy, and also he does not flourish at the five offensively. Defensively, he's cool, but like for his game is minimized by having to just turn and dunk or try to turn and hit a floater because he can really shoot and he can dribble too. When he was doing that, that's when he was at his best. When he was doing that, but now he's just like kind of more like it's like regression a little bit offensively.
All right, go ahead, Denari.
What? What I was gonna say is this, man. Is that talking about people were saying that Quentin was saying that people were recently high on Jimmy Butler and everything. What Jimmy Butler did this playoffs, just because of the finals, what he did in the finals should not be overlooked. The Heat are the first play-in team to ever make it to the championship since the play-in started. No one had to eat going past Milwaukee. No one had been getting past New York. No one definitely had been getting past Boston. And the fact that he was able to go through all of that and get to the championship on his own, that's a huge accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
So, like,
As
nothing should be
bad as
taken
it
away from
sounds,
him.
bro, as bad as it sounds, a lot of this stuff is win or bust. And the way it looks right now, Jimmy is 0-2 in the finals. I won't diminish him as a player because, like, clearly since he's been at the Heat, he's been like more of a winning player than a loser, obviously, because he's been to the Eastern Conference Finals like 3 or 4 times. So, like, we're not saying that he's lesser of a player, but like, no question, look at a player differently when the end goal is to win a championship, and like he's not really doing that. Like he's failing at
But
it.
if
Also,
it's but
it's not like he did everything. He didn't lay it out all on the floor during the series. He sucked.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
yeah. But what I'm saying is that you're saying that the end goal is to win the championship, but you gotta be honest. Sinai, be honest with me. At the beginning of the season, or even at
Yes.
when they got
Yes.
no,
I had us
no,
win.
Sinai.
I had us go to the finals, and I had us win the finals. Yes.
Wrong. All right, Jalen. At the beginning of the season, all right, Jalen. At the play-in time, after the Heat won that play-in game, did you have the Heat winning the NBA championship?
No.
So you saying the end
You
goal is
just
to win
don't
the
know ball,
title?
bro. That's all I'm saying. But you don't know ball.
You saying the end goal was to win the championship, but the team that the Heat had constructed around Jimmy Butler and Adebayo, that team wasn't going to get it done, and we saw that in the series.
Look. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. That's what we feel like as fans, but they proved us wrong. Like at the end of the day, you have to understand these are NBA caliber players. They play basketball as a professional. So like, I don't feel like
that's
we
why
should
they're
be
in the
as
NBA.
surprised when a team like a Heat like beats teams that are better, bro. Because it's about who plays better. It's not about who has a bigger name or who made the All-Star team. It's about who comes and like wins 4 games first. And I mean, I feel like because of their mindset, like they were super focused. They made it way further than a lot of other teams. Like,
All right. So next thing is before we go to our next topic, because Brandon brought this up earlier. I want to hear this now from you guys. Let's do like the top 5 centers in the league right now.
In the league.
Yeah,
I can go
That's easy,
first.
bro.
Brandon, go first. Go first, man.
All right, so there's Jokic, right? Embiid, Anthony Davis. I'll give it a Bam. And then the last one, um, it's up in the air with Brook Lopez and Vucevic, in my opinion.
Oh,
Okay.
And Vucevic.
Vucevic. I know he was in
I
on.
think
I know he was in
I
on
like
five chick.
Vucevic, but
I know his PRA smash, Brandon. I don't know. I know
All
his
right, Quanger,
PRA
you go next.
smash.
Quanger, you go
Who?
next.
you said me.
Yeah,
Um,
You said center, right?
yeah.
centers easily Jokic and Embiid 1 and 2. Um, hmm. I don't know. I guess I have to get a nod to AD, but I personally don't like him as a 5. Like I said, I believe he needs to be playing like a 4, because that's when the Lakers won in 2020. You know, he was a 4. Like he was shooting. His game is just so much different. It's more limited as a 5. But AD,
Oh,
and then
guys,
hmm,
I fucked up.
Shh. Be talking, dog.
And we
is
know,
Van
Brandon. We know,
4?
bro.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm not thinking of all the centers right now, but like just
Bro,
off the top of my
Cat,
head, I
where's
would
Cat?
probably have to
Where's
put
Cat?
Bam at
Be
number
quiet. Be
4.
quiet, bro. Be quiet, bro.
I probably have to put Bam at number 4, and then yeah, I don't even know who's 5. I'm trying to think
Carl Anthony
who would be
Towns.
the 5th like centers.
Yo,
I don't know.
Jalen, they're snoozing right now, Jalen.
Hey, I'll go ahead with my list.
Yeah, go
All right.
ahead. I'm trying to think
Cause
for
they,
I'm gonna say Jokic and Embiid.
yeah.
Everybody was forgetting about Sabonis. Oh
That's
my
exactly what I'm
gosh.
saying. That's
Oh my
exactly what I'm saying.
gosh.
bonus
Yes.
over who? Anthony
AD.
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
finish my list? Can I finish my list, please? Can I finish my list, please?
I
Because I was
forgot.
going to say Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo is my top 5.
Yeah, I like that.
So Sabonis is above Bam and AD.
I forgot Sabonis. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Is it like? Are you serious?
This season? Yeah. This
Yes.
season, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, this season.
Yep.
he's a triple double machine, Quengo.
Yeah. That's
You
that's
see what
AD
that? You
can't
see
even.
what that machine was doing against the Warriors?
They went to
That
7
machine was
games.
a fraud against the Warriors. He was a fraud.
All right, so now,
Well,
so now you
All
go
right.
ahead.
we act
Okay.
like
Okay.
Looney
Well.
wasn't pulling down 20 boards a game, bro.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
because
okay,
Kayvon Looney's a good rebounder.
so here's what I'm gonna say. Okay. First of all, Quengo. So like we're talking, even when you talk about the regular season, bro. Like
Yeah.
first of all, in terms of Anthony Davis and Sabonis, bro. AD played 54 games. Sabonis played 79.
hmm
So he played a lot more games than him. They matched in rebounds. AD beat him in scoring, but he beat him in scoring by with playing 25 less games. So I think his
It
stats are
wasn't
a
a
little
choice.
inflated.
It wasn't a choice, but
I think his stats are inflated, but Sabonis, yeah, when you, all right, but Sabonis also averaged 7.3 assists to 80's what 2.5. So
blocks.
in blocks, well, yeah, 80 averaged more. He had two. 80 had more in blocks and steals, but in terms of like a
I mean,
player,
that's
bro,
known, though. That's known, though.
that's no. But in terms of player, like I think number one, 80's flats are instated compared to Sabonis. Sabonis played at like the whole season outside of 3 games. 80 missed 25 games this year. No, not he missed 25 games compared to Sabonis. And
And all, go ahead, go ahead. Go
and
ahead.
I would put I'll put Jokic, Embiid, Sabonis. Maybe maybe Cat. Yeah, maybe Cat. Maybe. I guess Jaren Jackson's a 4, right? Jaren Jackson's a 4. So I probably put Jokic, Embiid, Sabonis, AD, and then yeah, the same like Jalen.
Can I say something, bro? Can I say something?
Can I get my list first?
Yeah, go ahead,
Go
bro.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, thank you. All right, so my 5 centers: Jokic, Embiid. I'm gonna put Sabonis 3, Looney 4, Adebayo 5.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Before we react to Dinari's list, I have something to say because Quangos keep making a face every time we have AD under 3. AD played 54 games this year. We know what AD is healthy, and we know what AD is in it. What AD was in his prime. What AD was in his prime. But this season, one, he couldn't stay healthy. Well, when can AD stay healthy? Let me say that. When can AD stay healthy? But I feel like Sabonis with his team made more of an impact than AD did with his team.
And not only that, bro, like injuries play a factor, bro. And how healthy you are able to stay. Like, I'm not gonna say it always gonna determine. Like, I think it does determine a better player. I'm be honest. I think it does determine a better player.
How healthy? You're saying how healthy a player is?
Yeah, because if T Mac stay healthy his whole career, he would be a top 5 shooting guard of all time. If Brandon Roy,
Yes, he would be.
Roy can stay healthy,
You can't say Brandon Roy. T-Mac, that's a little bit more acceptable. Brandon Roy, you cannot say it. That's absurd.
Greg, you can make the argument with Greg Oden too. When Greg Oden was healthy.
But listen.
Wait, now Greg Oden, Grant Hill would have been spectacular. Like, so many players would have been great if they could have kept healthy, and that's like one of the biggest parts of sports. Like, that also determines how good some players are. Some people's bones are maybe a little bit brittle. Maybe Anthony Davis didn't drink his milk when he was younger. I don't know, but like, that's what it is, bro. Like, that's part of basketball, bro. That's part.
And I want to say the only game Sabonis missed is when the Kings sat their entire starters.
Can I say something?
The only game Sabonis missed.
I feel like I've heard enough. I've had to suffer through enough of this. This is absurd. I don't know what to tell you. This is just like absolutely absurd. I will say that was a good point about the way Sabonis affected his team this year. That fair enough. What were they, the 2 seed or 3 seed? 2 seed, right?
2 seed.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He definitely did. I won't say he had a bigger impact because the difference between his impact was better because they were the 2 seed. But I don't think he had a bigger impact because AD was the difference between like not making the playoffs at all. Like, the Lakers would have won under like 20, maybe 30 games without AD this season. 1 and 2. I feel like there's like just such a large narrative with AD and injuries. AD has played through more injuries than like probably any other player, like any other star of his caliber. Like most recently, like you see a lot of people like Jimmy sat like last series with some injury that he could have played the next game. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like if you want to keep yourself healthy so you don't like
Wait, what are you talking about? What series? You talking about the Knicks?
The Knicks series. I think it was game 4.
Did
he not sit out that one game?
He sat out one game.
Oh, he was definitely in street clothes.
He was hurt. He played. He finished the game.
He played through that. Like, I feel like he was tougher than a lot of people give credit for. 1 and 2. I don't see how you can, if you consider both sides of the ball, I don't see how there's any possible way you can have Sabonis over Anthony Davis. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Like,
he may not be as good as.
It's such a lost art now. Like, now it doesn't matter if you play defense because Sabonis passes the ball better. The only part of his game that's better than AD's, and somehow he deserves to be a better player because.
Hold on. Can I make a statement? Then?
Yes.
Right.
Because you said without AD, the Lakers would have won 20 to 30 games. The 2 seasons before the Kings were just the 2nd seed, they were the 12th seed twice in a row. The 12th seed.
Okay.
There are what? 16 teams in it?
Year, right?
Huh?
Yeah, that's 60.
Bonus first year. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yes. Yeah. And then Sabonis came to the Kings 2nd seed.
Okay. The valid point, but why are you trying to make it seem like this was like a Sabonis like franchise change? Like, maybe Mike Brown is the franchise change, or maybe like because they got a much better roster, they're a better team. Like Kevin Herter, their rookie Keegan Murray was like top. He made the most threes by a rookie ever. Maybe Davion Mitchell, a really good defensive guard who was like trailing Curry. Maybe their team, their roster, maybe they like almost every single spot on their roster was better. I don't think that was a Sabonis.
So the Lakers roster didn't improve after the All-Star game either?
What are you saying?
The Lakers roster didn't improve after the All-Star game either?
That's not the same thing. Coming into the season with a full new roster and one of the best coaches in basketball is not comparing to like throwing. That was a toss-up. That's a panic buy. Getting D'Lo, Vandy, that's like a panic buy. And the Lakers were kind of lucky to succeed from that. Everyone agrees with that because no one thought that this Lakers team was gonna like start like going crazy after All-Star break and only lose a couple games. So I wouldn't really compare that. And like I said, I'm gonna still stand by AD. I believe that AD definitely is a better 5, even though I think he'd be better as a 4. He's definitely better than Sabonis if you consider both sides of the basketball, in my opinion.
I don't know where Sinai just went, but we're just gonna move on to the next topic. All right, all right. So now that the finals is over, obviously the next big thing for the NBA, before we even talk about free agency, is the Ja Morant suspension. So that should be coming out in a couple of days. Obviously, for those who don't know what Ja Morant did, he brandished a gun on IG Live again. And Adam Silver was very candid about it. But how long do you think Ja's gonna be out for this season? For next season? For
I got
me,
something
I
to
say
say.
40 games. Oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
40? Whoa, that's crazy. 40 is crazy. What I do want to say is the John Morant's lawyer said it was a toy gun. Toy gun, we gonna say that. But honestly, I have a real question. The real question is, what is up with the NBA? It's your Second Amendment right to have a gun. Now, I don't fully support the Second Amendment, but it's the Second Amendment right to bear arms. So what is the problem with him brandishing a gun, though?
The problem is the NBA is a business that markets to children, and he's like, he's
Yeah,
hard.
The NBA
It's not,
markets to everyone. The NBA
yeah,
markets to everyone.
yeah, but
but he's
but
like one of the faces of the
in
league.
the NBA is the children. That's really children is how you with any sport. Once you engage the children, when they grow up, they bring their children in. So it kind of creates a tradition. That's kind of that's the really big thing with all sports though. Like a lot of people are fans just because their parents were or their area or their family. So it's kind of like you're bringing in the next generation, I guess, with sports. And Ja you got to add the context in there. He's in there cranking the NBA young boy, and recklessly aiming his gun around at the camera. He should no question be punished for that. It's not about the fact there's nothing wrong with him owning a gun or even if he was in a different setting. It's just a setting, and it's just super irresponsible.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I don't know. I
We're
said the
gonna
same
talk
thing.
about that before
I
the
don't really feel like he should be
spot
punished for
on.
owning a gun. It's just a reckless. It's just reckless the way he was
yeah,
handled it.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, if
So,
anything, then he should maybe get fined more than he should get suspended games.
He
No, I
got
feel
fined
like
the
he
yeah,
first.
should be.
okay,
I
yeah,
feel like
most
he should be
definitely.
suspended. I feel like he should be
Huh?
suspended. I feel like it shouldn't be anything more than 25 games though, but he definitely should be suspended because it's like he. It's not just the NBA either. He's one of the faces of Nike. Like he has other endorsement deals, and it's like
Time out,
what you
Klingo.
have
Time
that
out,
social
Klingo.
responsibility.
Hey,
Like
Klingo, time out. Klingo, time out. Sinai, Sinai,
Tonight,
Sinai. What you?
turn down your
Sinai.
computer. Let me see what you
Yeah,
what you
bro.
munching on tonight.
bro, how many dinners is that, bro?
Bro, this is Swiss. This is Gouda cheese straight from Holland, bro. My aunt just got it there, bro.
So you left
I know it
the.
stink.
Why do you have such a big block of it though?
So I'm about to
That's
cut it up, little cubes. Pair it with a cracker and salami, bro. Come on, bro. Who's up, bro?
All
Yeah,
right.
bro.
Klingo, continue. I'm sorry. Klingo, continue.
nah, yeah, but Ja,
Oh, you talking about Ja?
a
Yeah.
lot of these brands,
Oh
yeah,
my
they
God.
market they market to children. Like that's how they really rope you, because when a child asks his parent for something, it's just like a child they want to give. That's really what a lot of brands try to market to. And if you, I don't
All
think
right,
they
go ahead,
want.
Sinai.
Can I go next? Can I go next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just want to say this on the internet right now. Ja Morant is I can't, my fault. He's a flipping idiot. Has to be the dumbest NBA player, I think, in NBA history. And I'm not going to be one of them B word people because I know people aren't scared of him, obviously, but bruh, for you to go out and do some it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me because I don't know if you guys heard about all the stories with John Morant and him doing a whole bunch of crap because I just heard of it I don't know a month ago and I didn't know
Yeah,
about
like him
half
and
of it.
the 17-year-old kid.
Him and he got into an issue with that 17-year-old kid at the basketball court where he threatened. He was like,
In whatever stadium that was. Oh my God, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
and the Pacers thing, right?
Yeah, that's what it
Oh
was. That's what it was.
yeah.
The third, did you guys hear about the Foot Locker situation?
But
Isn't that
what?
when
what
his
So
something
Oh,
with
his
his
sister
mom or
got in
something?
trouble and his
no, no,
mom
no,
called him.
no. His mom was there, and she did something with the guy with an attitude. So she
She
called.
called him.
So
Yeah.
first of all, his mom's a straight idiot. That was number one. But number two, bro, he came with a bunch of dudes and trapped the dude in one of the back closet Like, first of all, bro, that's how you know
And was
somebody.
banging on the door to tell him to come out. Yeah,
And that's how you know somebody's not a man, bro. When you gotta come with 6 or 8 dudes to go fight some teenager at a Foot Locker, bro,
getting paid
like
minimum wage.
getting paid minimum wage, bro, like that's how I know you're not on nothing, bro. Because how you about to go to somebody's job and do something? And his mom is an idiot, bro. Because you don't put your son in that situation, especially if he's a multi-millionaire, bro. He was
What's his contract? Like $196 million, bro.
Put it
Guaranteed. I think that's the guaranteed part.
that's just the
put it
contract too, bro.
put it like this. Put it like this. Because of that suspension, the first one after the first gun incident,
Oh
he
yeah, he
couldn't
messed
get.
like
He wasn't. Yeah, he was eligible. He wasn't eligible for the max anymore.
Mhm.
So he already took himself out of getting money for the first incident. Now him doing this again, I mean, it's dumb, man. It's
I
stupid.
think
It's dumb.
I know a lot of people, especially JJ Redick, for some reason want to slap that man. Like I understand it's not illegal, especially because it's an open carry state. Like it's a non-permit state, so you don't have to have a permit to get a gun in Memphis. But regardless, bro,
Tennessee.
in Tennessee, yeah, well, yeah, check it, bro. But regardless, bro, like you're an idiot for doing something doing something like that because not only are you revoking yourself of brand deals, like could you imagine how hard it is for this man to get like he's a great player, great like I love John Morant, but he's not LeBron, bro. He is not like brands are still not about to be like okay, yeah, we're gonna pay you still hundreds of millions of dollars to promote or like Nike, Gatorade. They're not about to.
Nike took his
Not
shoes
just
off the
that,
site.
bro. He's black, bro, and they will make an example out of you, bro. Like
They
Adam
need to make an
Silver,
example out of him. Like they
if
need
he
to,
gets
bro.
banned for a season, bro, like that'd be crazy. But like you have to
Nah,
understand that they're
that's why
gonna
I
make
said 40. It's gonna
the
be 40
NBA does
games.
not play with guns, bro. Like
Bro, no, not only that, bro. If I was Adam Silver, bro, no BS, bro, I'm cutting him off the season, bro. Like the minimum. I might actually ban him from ever coming back to the game. Like I might actually just ban him,
you might
That's
ban
a
him
bit
from the
extreme.
NBA for
That's a
all
big
time.
extreme. That
That's
is a bit
extreme.
extreme.
That's extreme. That's
bro.
extreme.
Because not only this, bro. Because number one, bro. Because I know Adam Silver. I get it. Like whatever. Like it is what it is. But here's what I'm saying, bro. Like if I'm the commissioner, bro, and I gave you a chance, like I think David Stern would have banned him for a season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because David Stern is not a play around like you are not about to number one, bro. If you're a commissioner, bro, you gotta treat the league like it's your own, bro. Like that's basically somebody came into your house, bro. You told them to take off your shoes, bro. They said nah. They kept the shoes on the whole day, and then you kick them out. They come back again with the same shoes on, and like you still gonna let that man keep coming back in, bro? You gonna tell him nah? You can't come to my house for another 2 weeks, bro? Like no, bro. You're about to say don't come back to my house.
Nah, but at the
Like,
end of the day, the NBA is a business, and Ja makes probably the NBA a good amount of money.
no, his first game back is gonna. Oh my gosh, bro.
Obviously,
No,
I feel
yeah,
like they could
yeah.
cut him loose.
But at that,
If they were to cut him loose, it wouldn't be a bad business move. But
no, no.
they'll make much more money if he's there.
Yeah, they'll make, especially his first game. Like his first couple games back, they're gonna make a lot of money. But what I'm saying is this, bro. He's basically playing, like, him doing this stuff. Like in my opinion, show like it's trying to tell Adam Silver, bro. But like, you can't make me do anything. Like I'm gonna do whatever I want. You can give me 40 games suspension, bro. He like let's not forget, bro. He's already sitting on a crap ton of money, bro. He's already sitting on so much money, bro. He screwed up his entire like I don't know like how you come back from this, especially doing it twice. I don't know how you can come back from it. Not only that, bro, Denari, are we gonna get on a podcast where we talk about Mikey Williams, bro? Because that man has been non-existent for the past 6 months. I've heard anything about that man. Is he still in
Yeah,
jail or not? I don't know.
There's Imani Bates as well. Imani Bates
Nah,
as well.
No, yeah, Imani
No,
Bates.
my-
Imani Bates. I don't think he did anything. I don't know. I don't remember what happened.
I saw
Yeah,
Imani
Mike-
Bates. I saw Imani Bates practicing for like NBA teams.
Yeah. Mikey, I think he's
He's
out on
fine,
bail.
he's
I think
fine.
Mikey's fine.
No, not Mikey. Imani Bates is fine.
Yeah, maybe.
He got arrested and they found a gun in his car.
But it wasn't his
Yes.
or something. Whatever. It was some.
Yeah, it was something. It was something like that.
But is Mikey Williams on trial for attempted murder? Like, what is it? I don't know what he's on.
He's in trouble because.
No, I
some
know what
situ-
happened. I know
Oh,
what happened.
Are you
But I
asking
want
like?
to know what are they saying? Because that was in California, right? If I'm not mistaken, California has very
Yeah.
bad gun laws.
No, they're saying
Very
that they found they're saying they recovered shells and also like I think holes in the back of the
Oh,
car or something.
no. I thought
out in the
nobody.
back of the Tesla. Yeah.
I know nobody died. Number one, I know nobody died. But number two, it was definitely him shooting the gun. Like everybody, like that is not. So with him shooting a gun with very strict California laws, as somebody's car driving away, like,
I don't think
I
it's
don't know.
attempted murder. It's probably more
I
like
don't.
assault. It's
I don't
probably
see
more like
anything.
assault
I
with a
don't see
deadly weapon.
anything for the. Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. I don't see
Yeah, last
anything
thing.
for when the
Also, I
trial
think
date
I saw
is.
unlawful discharge of a weapon as well. I think I saw that as well when the situation came out.
I think
The
people
last
like
thing I
Michael
see
Williams.
about the last thing I saw about Mikey Williams is that if he's convicted, he's on all counts that he could face up to 28 years in prison. That's the last thing I
Yeah.
saw about.
And here's what I'm gonna say, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say, bro. I think people like Michael Williams and John Morant are um are like a disrespect to everybody that comes from like a struggling family background and tries to make themselves better. I think they're a disrespect to every one of the people. I think like what they're doing, like is such a stupid thing because you already have everybody knows it. You already have the money, you already have the name, you have the brands, you have everything you could possibly like. That is what people fight for, bro. That is what everybody wants to be in the NBA. That's what everybody works hard for. And you're gonna throw it all away because like if you want to have a gun, bro, you want to show people you're a man, blah blah blah, whatever, bro. But to post it on the internet, to be on the internet with it, bro, is just outrageous, bro. And if I was Adam Silver, bro, like I don't know if I would let that man play in the league. He's definitely getting suspended for 1 year, no question. But I don't know if I would let him play in the league. And I don't know about his brand deals. I don't know if they're gonna let him stay or not. But
You
I
know,
don't know,
I
Jalen.
think
What you saying?
Power. Wait,
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know
know
if
what
all his
Jalen
brand
has to
deals.
say though.
oh,
Huh?
Brandon has a
Hey,
go.
Brandon,
Let
you got
Brandon
anything
go.
to say, bro?
Yeah, Brandon, let Brandon go.
As far as like Ja and his suspension,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
as far as like, I'm gonna just comment on what Sinai has to say because he did like sum up everything except for the outlandish part with him being kicked out for the whole year because, like what Jalen said, bro, they, or what Quingo said, like Ja makes money for the league, bro. They're most definitely finna kick him out for like 30 games, 30, 40 games, around that Dinari range. And then when he come back, they're gonna hype it up on social media. First game back, this, that, the third, and then they're back to making business again. I don't know
Here's what
about
I'm saying, bro.
kicking him
Then,
out.
Not just
man,
that,
man,
not
man,
just
here's
that.
what I'm
He
saying.
also brought a really big. He's making Memphis actually look like a big market team. Like you have to remember, Memphis is actually a poverty franchise. No disrespect, they've had some
I
bright.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I
They
wouldn't
they've
say
had
that.
Yeah.
some bright
But they've
points in their
definitely been
past.
grit and grind. They've never been a big market. They've always been
I'm,
grit
I'm
and
not gonna
grind. Never
lie,
been a big market.
it
But
was. Yeah,
Powell,
that's my
Robin,
point though. That's my point though. They've never been like a big market. Like they've always been on a lower scale, and their teams have never really been that great. So
I don't
like
know about that.
the fact the lineup
Yeah,
that
I
they
don't.
have right now, the lineup that they have right now with like Ja and Bane and Jaren Jackson, that team like should have been in contention this year if they were healthy with Steven Adams. But like that's a contending team, and they're bringing so much money to like the city of Memphis. So like I feel like he definitely has a responsibility to just like
Here's what I'm saying.
get,
Here's what I'm
get
saying, bro. Here's what I'm saying. So I've seen a lot of people with businesses and what they own everything. Bro, the one thing I see, bro, is this, bro. Ja is great at his job. That his job is to be basketball. He's great at it. Now I've seen people. They're great at their job, but they don't listen to the owner. They don't listen to, and this the owner be Adam Silver, but they don't listen to the execs. But that person gets fired, bro. It doesn't matter how good they are. You're always gonna find another John Morant. Like you are going, like it may take 10, 15 years, whatever it is, but you're gonna find another. You're gonna find another John. You're gonna find another player like that.
I don't think that's how they evaluate their pockets though. Like I don't think they're gonna.
Listen, because listen, bro. Because listen, regardless if the person's making you money or not, if they don't listen to what you're telling them, if you have no control over what they're doing, then they can go out and do whatever they want. And if you have no control, you can't you cannot do anything, especially when they're doing stuff like this, like having guns on live,
Bro, are you sure
live.
is that what they want, bro? Because
I
I
will
don't
say,
really
I will say, when you're good in any sport, you get a lot of chances, and I feel
No,
like this. I feel like this is not like
yeah,
the end
but
of God's
like I'm
chance.
saying, bro.
Yeah,
When you have a business, because you got to talk about from a business percentage, right? And I'm thinking from a business standpoint, if you have employees and they can be great, if they don't listen to what you're telling them, and they can be great at what they do, they can be the best, they can be you struggling, whatever, bro. If the simple question is this, bro, if they don't want to do the things that you're telling them, you fire them immediately. Like there is no back and forth discussion. If that person doesn't respect you as the commissioner, as the exec, as the top person, as the leader, then like you're cooked. You're cooked.
I don't know.
It's
I'll
different if
say
it's
this.
like,
I think Adam Silver. I don't think Adam Silver is concerned with who necessarily respects him or not. Obviously, to some extent, because you do have to punish someone who's just like bringing like the image of the league down. If someone's bringing the image of the league down, for like if they just continue to bring the image of the league down, of course you have to like you're not gonna you're gonna fire them. But like just from like proportion, like with other situations that are like of this gravity or worse, not too many people have been like lifetime banned from the league. Like even when Gilbert Arenas had brought the weapon,
yeah.
and
Yeah, I was
started
gonna mention
killing,
that too, and that was when David Stern was in.
yeah, he was punished, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like a lifetime ban. Like his career was pretty much
What was
over
his ban?
by
No,
the time.
I didn't say he needs. I said I would consider it.
No, I'm not like disagreeing with that. What I'm trying to say is like I just don't feel like it's of that gravity. I feel like like a 20 or 30 game ban would be enough, and I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen.
I know, but I don't
Gilbert
think.
Arenas had a 1 year suspension.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I think. It should be a full season. Like you're not playing the rest of the season because you have to make it known to everybody in the league. This isn't just a business or whatever. This is an example to everybody in the league. You can't do whatever the hell you want. You can't. This is a job. You show up to the
saying that
job.
though. Like what Jalen just said, the Gilbert situation, we've already seen this happen,
Not really. It's like
and
kind of
I
different.
doubt the 1 year suspension. Like it's really not good for the TV, like the viewership and for Memphis fans. Like it's not gonna
I'm
be good.
And you
personally.
got to think, social media wasn't a thing back then. So like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
true.
And
But
did
also
Gilbert
too,
Arenas have any brand deals? I don't remember Gilbert Arenas have any.
no, he had an Adidas deal.
he
He
had
had
a
a
no,
shoe
he had a
deal.
few. Yeah, he had
He
Adidas,
had a
and
shoe deal.
I remember I think he had a Gatorade too. I think he had Gatorade.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm saying, bro.
It might not have been Gatorade. It was some sports drink. But go ahead.
It's to show an example to the rest of the league and everybody, other people that want to come in the league. If you want to, if you want to be posting guns, or if you want to be posting with guns on live or whatever on social media, what do it, okay? But you're not gonna get paid here and get paid hundreds of like Quango. That is also coming out of Adam Silver's pocketbook. That $100 million, that's coming out of Adam Silver's pocketbook as well, because he owns the league. Like
No,
the NBA teams own. I mean, the NBA commissioners, not Adam Silver directly, but the NBA as a brand owns every single NBA team. So that's what I'm telling you. So that money that he has to pay John Morant is technically coming out of his pockets.
I don't think so.
That's
I
so
wouldn't
weak.
consider it like that. Like it's definitely not out of his pocket. I will say his job is like the health of the league. Like in the day, they definitely when they evaluate Adam Silver, they definitely look at like how much they're making, like from year to year. And to ban John Morant for 1 year, I don't know if that's going to make the NBA salary go down that much, but it's certainly a loss for like whatever revenue Memphis brings in because like
It's gonna
he's
be
like
a
the most
loss.
valuable player on their team.
It's gonna be a loss, but you have to find like you have to. I don't know if you can find a way to compensate it or whatever because when John Morant went to therapy or whatever for like 3 days, like why are you going to therapy for 3 days and you did some crap? Like I don't even know. I don't know why the hell the guy went to therapy, but like
I don't know. I feel like with the whole situation, a lot of this is blown out of proportion, and I feel like I don't know if he needed therapy. He probably needs therapy in life. Plenty of people need therapy in
yeah,
life. I feel like that's completely separate from his bad decision making. That's completely separate. The bottom line is he's just making stupid decisions, and they're gonna punish him. And I just doubt it will be a year. That's all. That's all I just say.
no, I don't think it's. No, I don't think. I think it's gonna be a 30, 40 game because they even said it's gonna be like around 30 games.
Yeah.
How many did he miss this year? Eight games.
Yeah, it was
You see how
8.
many?
I
Eight
thought it
games
was
that he
12.
missed this year.
I thought it was 12.
Around there.
But whatever. How I know he lost 600K a game. So if 600K a game times 30 games is what? 18
A
million.
lot.
It's a lot.
So he's gonna lose 18 million.
Probably 1.8. Oh no, that's 18.
So he's gonna lose 18 million, and now, but I think he should like lose his whole salary because that's how you like, bro. Let me tell you this, Quango, bro.
So now you're saying the most outrageous. He's like, I think he should be banned for a year and lose all his money.
Bro,
Like,
you know,
golly, bro.
here's what I'm saying, bro, because I'm bro, like, if that's my business, bro, if that like I'm not playing around, bro, like,
Well, we know how you are, bro. We know how you
100%,
are.
bro, you 100%, we all know, bro, man, I am, but like, I can say that on live, I can say that here, but like, uh, but like, basically, bro, like, if somebody's disrespecting your authority by just doing whatever they want and doing things like obviously he knows you can't be doing that. Like after the first fence, like you know you can't be doing stuff like that. Like there's not even a question. Then especially when he wrote that BS ChatGPT apology letter
Yeah.
the first time, like he wrote that and then bro, like he's just playing around, not caring, bro. You have to strip him of all the bread he's gonna be able to make this year. And when you wait, because when you threaten somebody's pocketbooks, bro, like they're gonna sit back and think. But when he looks back at his Bank of America and sees that he doesn't have as much money as he thought he did, he has to sell back some of his pieces, some of his sell back like some of his jewelry and stuff like what comes his clothes, whatever it is, bro. Then he's gonna be like, oh crap, like I gotta lie, like this is serious. That's what I'm saying. Because if you ban him for a year, bro, guaranteed he's not coming back and doing that stuff again.
Yeah, but as just a final thought on it, yeah, I agree
Yeah.
to some extent. I think 30 games with no pay is fair.
All right,
Playing
Jalen, your final thoughts?
if you ever own a business, Plingo, hire me immediately, bro. Because I'm about to do whatever I want, bro. I'm about to come into work naked if I could, bro.
Well, I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
if
All
you can
right.
somehow
Next topic.
if you can turn a poverty franchise to an actually watchable franchise, then
Did no
I
one
might
just
have
hear what he just said?
I might have to.
Did no one just hear
Well,
what
I
he
mean,
just
it was
Denard just said?
okay. So it's not only him.
Hey, go ahead, Denard.
All right.
Sorry, next
Next
topic, bro.
topic. Next topic. All right. So, in the interest of time, we're just gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about free agency and off season real quick, and then we're going to end the show with the way too early predictions for the next NBA season. So, who's gonna win the championship? Who's getting
Heat.
MVP next year? Oh, all
Miami
right,
Heat.
man. All right. Right. Let's talk about free agency first. So, obviously, there's gonna be a lot of moves. Obviously, players declining player options.
Wait,
Players.
Denard. Can you pull up
Hmm,
all the free agents that are going to be this year?
let's see. Yeah.
Because I'm not 100%. Like, I don't remember who it is.
I have that
Is it
up.
Jalen Brown or no?
Yeah.
He is a player or something. I'm pretty sure.
I'll name the free agents for you. We have Westbrook, Middleton, Harden, Irving, Porzingis, Russell, D'Angelo Russell, Kevin Love, Vucevic, Draymond Van Vliet, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Grant, Karis LeVert, Gary Trent, Malik Beasley, Derrick Rose, Will Barton. Goodness God.
You going down too
Uh,
far the list. We don't care
yeah,
about
my
that.
fault. My fault.
That's
We
Will
don't care
Barton.
about that.
My fault, bro. But yeah. Just so what the prominent ones for like Westbrook, Harden, Irving, Van Vliet. Like, what y'all think is gonna happen with those heading into the next season? I feel
Oh,
like for me,
probably add Chris Paul there too because
oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
Chris
get
Paul.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I feel like Russell. I feel like Irving's gonna go to LA. I feel like Irving's going to LA. I feel like Harden's gonna stay in Philly.
Yeah, I
And I
doubt that
think
move. I seriously doubt that move. I think he stays with the Mavs. I don't know. There's really no indication that he's going to the Lakers. And honestly, I don't know if that's not really a good idea in my opinion. I think he should stay with the Mavs because the Lakers are really like they really just have to expand upon what they did this year in terms of defense. Because their like a big problem for them was one they need a defensive guard and someone to like take a little bit of just like the playmaking load off Bron a little bit and like more of a defensive guard like someone who can play defense, not a liability. They basically just need defensive players like a defensive big and like some guards that can play like solid defense. I don't think they really need Kyrie.
Hey,
all right.
wait. Can I get a quick intermission for real quick? So,
No. Oh, I'm
so,
joking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so this is Beth. Uh, the comment I made before in the beginning of the podcast. I didn't mean it. You said what? What did I say?
Oh, mute yourself, bro. Mute yourself, bro.
Bro, come on, man.
This was shameless.
Anyway, I got something to say. I got something to
Denari,
say.
this is your business. Kick him out, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Oh.
I got something to say. So I feel like the only way Harden stayed. Well, first of all, if he goes back to Philly, he would have to take another pay cut because they need more players in Philly. They have no depth. If like they need more players in Philly, so Harden will have to take another pay cut. The only way he could have stayed, I feel like the only way he could have stayed in Philly is if they went out and got Mike D'Antoni, because Mike D'Antoni knows what to do with James Harden. I'll tell you that.
Bro, what?
And I feel like
100 times, bro? Come on, what are you talking about?
yes, let James Harden play his game.
No,
Is what Mike D'Antoni does.
No.
I'm saying is
You
what
want
Mike
another
D'Antoni
franchise?
does.
No.
Stop.
But
Can I finish? Can I finish, please?
I think.
Can I finish, please? Can I finish, please?
Okay.
Because I want to go down. I was going to name the three top free agents that I see right now. So we got James Harden.
Wait, for what team?
Chris Middleton is a big one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Chris Middleton goes back to the Bucks. I think he still feels like they can contend. They're going to keep contending. And honestly, Fred VanVleet, he denied his player option or whatever he did, bro.
Yeah.
He's a free agent now.
Fred VanVleet,
I don't know what
oh,
team. He's not a
Philadelphia
Sixer.
76er, man. He is a Philadelphia
I don't know what
76er,
team
man.
he's going to, but I do know he's going to a contending team. That's all I will say.
The Sixers, he's going to the Sixers, man. We need him.
Like I said, he will go to a contending team.
The Sixers are not a contending team?
Nope.
Yes. He's
I was
going to Philly.
watching. Listen, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say. First of all, you guys gotta get a coach. Number one.
We got Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse is a great coach.
Yeah,
That's not
I'm
good.
lying.
If the Sixers lose James Harden, they won't contend as much as they did this year.
Yes,
Bro,
they will.
yeah.
They will.
Number one.
They'll be better off without him.
As a Sixers fan, Dinari, be honest, bro. Do you trust the process? That should be the first question.
Bro, of
You've
course.
been trusting the process for a decade.
I just wanted to say that first.
Realistically, it's only been like about 5 years, but
Oh, my fault.
look, trusting the process. Look at how 8 years worked out for Denver. No, they got their chip this year. I don't know. Denari, don't let them hate on you like this.
I forgot. Jeremy Grant is a big pick, a free agent too, because he's a great player. Jeremy Grant is a great player.
3-level scorer, man. I love Jeremy Grant, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
He needs him. Not gonna lie, I think so.
Huh?
The Heat needs Jeremy Grant, bro.
You said the Heat?
The Heat, yeah.
The Lakers need Jeremy Grant.
Nah,
Yeah,
the Heat
Nah,
need a
nah.
guard. The Heat need a guard.
We need a guard.
Elite scoring guard.
Scorer.
Yeah, y'all need an elite scoring guard or two. Yeah, you can
This
play with a 2 or a 3 as well, like scoring.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm
I'll
saying.
be just fine.
So, wait. Are we talking about the best landing options?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can say that too.
So let me, you know what? Y'all talk. Let me pull this thing up real quick.
I feel like the Heat just need to continue to develop Caleb Martin. Because Caleb Martin could definitely turn into like a...
Here's what I want to say about that. Caleb Martin had a great series against the Celtics. He played great. Here's what I'm saying. Nugget series, I don't know where the hell he was for most of the games, for most of the series. He wasn't there. He showed up maybe a couple minutes within the game, maybe. I don't think Caleb Martin, like, we have the same problem every year. Last year, Strus was the biggest thing in Miami. The year before that, it was Duncan. The year before that, it was Jimmy Butler. Bro, every time we get a new player and they play well, everybody thinks guys like we should pay him like $80 million, $100 million. Like that 4-year, $80 million Duncan Robinson contract was so stupid. Duncan Robinson's not an $80 million player. He's not a $20 million player a year. He's definitely not worth it.
So you think Heat players are like just like playing for a contract and then they just don't care?
No. I don't think they're playing for. I think he didn't get any minutes this year. But I'm saying we should not. Number one, we cannot overpay for players we have that play with one tier. Like and we can't over like estimate this guy's potential. Like Caleb Martin played great, right? But there's a couple flaws. Like he outside of catch and shoot and getting to the basket, like he's kind of bagless. He has a couple good spin turnaround jumper, blah blah blah. But Caleb Martin
He was a really
is
good step back.
okay, but not that consistent. Caleb Martin is not
You talking
a.
about free agents?
Oh, my fault, big dog.
Yeah, this is not the Heat podcast, bro.
Yeah, this is not it's not the Heat podcast.
We'll never make a
I'm
podcast
stressed.
about
I
such
don't
a
know why
poverty
I don't know why you're
franchise.
eating. I'm that stressed, so I don't know why you're eating.
Poverty.
Alright.
You want a fedora, bro, indoors.
What's that? Is that another L this year?
All right, my fault, bro. So you guys made it past to the Western Conference Finals?
Oh my god.
Last time I checked,
Alright.
my king has 4 rings. Jimmy has
Alright,
none.
he doesn't know you. Next topic. All right, next. All right, anybody? Brandon, you want to say anything before we go to the next topic, man?
So this was based off like the free agents. This was just based off of like the best fit or like where we think they're
Best
going.
fit.
Best fit. Well, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
kind of early. All right. So, Westbrook. For some reason, I feel like Westbrook is gonna stay in Clippers. I can't really imagine him anywhere else. That's
Yeah.
just me. Middleton, the same thing, stays in Bucks. James Harden, I feel like Jalen brought up a good point because right before, wait, no, I actually put that out. Before, I just didn't know. Like, I just disregarded James Harden because it's James Harden. But he brought up a good point with if he's going back, he's most definitely gonna have to take a pay cut because like, golly, 76ers really need some work. I'm not gonna lie. No offense, Dinari, like y'all been trying like every year, bro, but y'all actually like need to go into a rebuild phase, or not all the way, not a whole rebuild, but like just get like I don't know, just redo some
Time
things,
out.
bro. No, because y'all already started. Didn't y'all just get a new coach, bro? Like
Yeah.
start there, right?
It's like a new coach in
Right, no.
second coach in
Because I don't think you're gonna afford James Harden. James Harden, I don't think he's gonna want to stay if he's gonna take a pay cut, bro. That's one. Unless he
if he-
honestly believes that 76ers can fix it up and get it somewhere.
My question
Then-
is this. Oh my god.
Then Kyrie Irving, he also stays in Dallas. Like I mean I don't see him going anywhere else too. D'Angelo Russell, for some reason, I don't know. Let me skip him for now. I'm just gonna do like the top. Wait, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 10
Wait.
players.
My question is this. My question is this.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm surprised Jalen has stayed quiet this whole time. Bruh, Kristaps is on the agency. Like, Kristaps should be a massive pickup for somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about massive. Like,
Bro,
I was watching a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kristaps points, first half points, smack.
Bro,
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Nah, he was putting up like 23 and 8, 9, 23 and 8, like
Kristaps?
9 every game.
Kristaps, I think, played great on the Wizards team. I think he played really good.
I don't know.
And I
I
think-
feel like Kristaps
So
is
you
like
guys
very
think that he's just all about money? Like, where do you think his mind is at? You think his mind is at money or contenders?
Bro, Kristaps, it's 28, bro. 28 now. He's been in the league for 7 years. Listen, bro.
What do you guys think he's looking for right now?
At that point, you have to be looking for a chip.
A chip?
Bro, he's been through injuries. He's been through the rebuild with the Knicks.
but where do you
He's
think he would fit? Where do you think Kristaps fits? Like, what team would he fit?
Yeah.
You think that needs a stretch five that can play defense and get boards? Like that's a contender, right?
There's a
It
contender.
doesn't have to be.
Or that they can make him a contender.
Yeah.
I think if you put him next to AD, that would be like out of this world. I think so. I definitely think so.
I got something to say.
No.
Watch out for the Houston. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jalen.
yeah. You could
Watch out for the Houston Rockets. Watch out for the Houston Rockets. They have endless. Stop. No, Denard, let me speak. They have endless cap space. Yeah, they have endless cap space.
Wait. He could go to the Thunder. Kristaps can go to the Thunder.
They have Chet.
Him and
Check
Chet
him.
is still good though.
Chet can play the 4. Chet can play the
Yeah.
4.
All right,
Anything about my what do you call it?
hey,
My off
hurry up,
season.
bro, hurry
And
up.
I feel like though, yeah, with the whole Kristaps thing, I don't feel like he's really that. He can be big for someone, but I feel like it really has to depend on the system. And I feel like it's more likely that he doesn't get traded to or like he doesn't go to a contending team. He goes to a team that's probably like going to try to contend. I think that's more likely than him.
Under,
Because
bro.
not too many teams.
Honestly, no. Honestly, I see him staying in DC.
But you know what will make me cry if the Warriors somehow try to get this dude. I don't need them. Like I feel like the Warriors would do something devious with him. Like they don't need him at all. But like I wouldn't want him on the Warriors like at all.
Mm.
But
Christian
but,
Wood
but
is also a free agent.
Christian
you
Wood
said who?
is.
Jordan Clarkson
Mm.
and
That's
Kelly
that's a
Oubre.
good
If you know about Kelly Oubre, you know about his
that's a
point.
good piece.
Kelly Oubre's points for a month smash. A month.
I don't know. I'm thinking they're both Lakers.
You think everyone's a Laker, bro? All Lakers
I,
fans
I'm
think
No,
trolling.
everyone's a
no,
I'm
no,
Laker,
no,
trolling.
bro.
But
no. Actually, Jordan Clarkson going to the Lakers is not outlandish at all, bro.
I mean, it's
Like,
not.
Going back,
But here's what I have to
you
say
can
though.
see
Like
that for
off
sure.
season, Fred Van Fleet, bro. I feel like Fred Van Fleet and Chris Paul are like two of the most important off season like pieces. Because there are like four teams, like actually contending teams that like want to win the chip next year that really need both of them. Like the Celtics. The Celtics have been looking for like a pure passing guard for
Mm-hmm.
years. So like Chris Paul, he also has like he's a vet and stuff. They need a vet as well. The Celtics they're just too young. So like I feel like he would work good in the Celtic system. And
I think Van
then
Vliet would be the best in that team.
you
I'll
think
put
who?
Van Vliet there. And
Van
the
Fleet with the Celtics? I feel like Van Fleet, he's very like limited if he's not scoring, in my opinion. I feel like Chris Paul is better because you don't need him to score. Fred Van Fleet, you're gonna need him. Like I feel like when a player has an expectation, if you average 20 and you're coming to a team like the Celtics, they're gonna need your 20 on some night, and his field goal percentage is not that great. So like, he's not
okay,
as a
but there was a few games Fred VanVleet was like really dishing the ball. He had like a 22 or
yeah,
he had
but
like
we
a
have to
22
be
assist
real.
game this year.
We have to be real with ourselves here. Chris Paul is a franchise change. He changes franchises. What he did with the Thunder, what he did on the Rockets, what he did at the Suns. Like as much as you want to call him CP0 rings or like make jokes about him, he changes franchises. Like he makes teams better, like way better than they were before. So I feel like the Celtics' best option is to try to go after Chris Paul. He's a vet as well. Like they really do need a vet.
I agree with that.
And I think most of the other players really
Well,
just stay with their teams, like Kyrie and Chris
any
Middleton probably stay as well.
any final
Dame
thoughts?
is also
Please.
interesting though. Like Dame. I hope Dame doesn't go to the Heat. Please don't go to the Heat, bro.
He's staying in
Please.
Portland. He's staying
I'd
in
rather
Portland.
see Dame on the Sixers.
Well,
I'd rather see Dame on the Sixers.
he's staying in Portland. He's staying in Portland. He's definitely staying.
I don't know.
Portland.
I think Embiid and Harden have turned him off from the Sixers though after what they did. Like, he probably won't want to go.
Yeah. But that'll do it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to my guests for joining us.
Wait. We're having the predictions. We're having the predictions for next season.
Oh, we cutting it mad close. All right, quickly. What's your predictions for next season?
He win the finals of 4.
Okay, next. Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm a Nuggets fan. I'm gonna be biased too. We running it back next year though. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, Quingo.
Well, I'm gonna not be biased. Like as much as I like the Lakers, they have a long ways to go in terms of roster improvements. So I'm gonna say Celtics.
Jalen.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit in what Quingo said. I feel like it's gonna be someone from the East Coast. I'm either leaning
Wizards? You gonna
Celtics
say the
or
Wizards? The Wizards?
stop. I'm leaning Celtics or Milwaukee Bucks, man.
Okay, I have one prediction,
Yeah,
bro.
Bucks are-
Everybody in this Discord, everybody in the chat, that give me $100.
Chat.
The Heat. This is
Twitch.
my prediction. This is my prediction. We're gonna be the first team ever to go 82-0 and not lose a single game.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Dinari,
Um,
you can go ahead, Dinari.
La-
Go ahead,
last
host.
prediction. Last prediction.
Sanaa,
Go ahead,
will you win more than 50? Will you win more than 50 next year?
Rockets win Super Bowl.
Will you win more than 40, 46 next year?
Well, we'll be the first
Go
team
ahead,
ever.
host. Can the host go? Can the host go?
I'm saying, can I go?
Can the
prediction.
glorious host go?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
damn,
All
man.
right, but my
Sean
prediction.
Payton.
McCoy yourself, Joe.
My prediction
go,
for
Joe.
next year, the Jazz are going to be a playoff team, and the Warriors are going to win the title next year. Jalen, you about to laugh?
PTP.
I'm just shocked from your
Uh,
statement.
PTP,
Warriors,
baby.
Winning
really?
the Super
Why?
Bowl.
Why
Let's
you
ride.
say the Warriors?
I feel like everybody they're not really paying attention. Like I feel like after this year, I feel like the Warriors they're gonna have a good off season,
I
and
feel
they're
like
gonna
Jordan
get
Poole
some.
at the trade deadline.
Oh, should
Watch them
Jordan
get
Poole
an
be
underrated
traded?
piece.
That's for next podcast.
Yeah, next podcast. But thank y'all for tuning in. Brandon, Quango, Senai, Jalen, as always, appreciate y'all for being on. I heard nothing you just said, Senai, but thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all want to say anything before we leave?
Yeah, I
Young
gotta go.
Bulls, Young Bulls, Young Bulls.
Listen, I got a girlfriend, and listen, bro, listen. What I said earlier, bro, I didn't mean it, bro. Because listen, bro, like I don't want to get in trouble, bro. So you know what I mean? Like,
And then all right, close this
Hey,
out, bro. Go ahead, host. Go ahead, host. Close this out, bro.
I like to say thank you, Dinari. Thank you, Young Bulls Podcast, for having Big Bando. You know, Big Bando always giving a helping hand. You know, I show up anytime. Broncos country, let's ride. Queen know what it is for Sean Payton. Yeah, I'm out.
Broncos country, let's
Quango, you
die.
got.
You won't be winning more than 9 games.
It's all good, bro.
Hey, close this out.
Thank y'all for tuning in. New episode next week. Follow us on TikTok too. Thank y'all. Peace.